Yo, what's going on, everyone? My name is Cody Jones, and today I'm going to be doing another artist review. And honestly, I'm really excited to talk about this dude because he has been blown up for a very long time now. And it's all because of not only his color, but because of his lyrical talent. So let's just get it cracking. Some of y'all might already know who I'm talking about, and I'm guessing that you guys are already going to know who I'm talking about because of the thumbnail. But today we're going to be talking about the one and only Bobby Tarantino, aka Logic. Now, if you don't know what I do on these artist reviews, basically I'm going to be giving a review of his albums, and also I'm going to be doing like a backstory as to who he is. The stylistically dynamic and volume Logic launched his rap career through uploads and mixtapes before signing a Def Jam deal that fostered mainstream presence since the mid-2010s. The MC, singer, songwriter, and producer made his recording debut the previous decade, and within 5 years hit the top 5 with his debut album Under Pressure, which came out in 2014. The first of several conceptual full-length projects to either top or nearly top the Billboard 200 and rap charts. Logic's accent continued through Everybody, the 2017 album, his third proper LP debut at #1 with weighty themes including mental health exemplified by 1-800-273-8255, a #2 pop hit nominated for a Grammy Award. This was followed by the secondary volumes of the artists Bobby Tarantino and Young Sinatra series, the latter capped by Young Sinatra for the 2018 album, after crowning the Billboard 200 again with Confessions of a Dangerous Mind back in 2019. He hit #2 with No Pressure in 2020. Logic announced his retirement ahead of the latter, but he was back in the next year with new singles as well as his seventh mixtape, Bobby Tarantino 3. In the 2022, the tracks Tetris and Therapy Music featuring Russ preceded the release of his seventh studio album, Vinyl Days. Born Sir Robert Bryson Hall II in Rockville, Maryland, Logic spent much of his childhood in near Gatesburg. Although he was expelled from high school and surrounded by drugs, his parents struggled with addiction, and his brothers manufactured and distributed crack cocaine. Logic found a creative outlet in hip-hop, inspired at first by the RZA, Wu-Tang Clan, and The Roots. He started rapping in his teens and released his first mixtape in 2009 under the name Psychological. After 2010 release of Young, Broke, and Infamous, by which point he had shortened his name, Logic joined the independent label Visionary Music Group. A one-tape per year schedule continued with a trilogy of Young Sinatra tapes, a period during which he toured internationally without label support and was selected by XXL magazine's freshman class of 2013. And honestly, man, this guy, he was one of the dopest dudes when I first discovered him, and I basically fucking got familiar with him because of a video that went enormously huge when he rapped for Tech 9. And it was from that point that I discovered who Logic was. I discovered his album Under Pressure Deluxe. And I've noticed that this dude has been fucking featuring with all kinds of other people such as G-Eazy, YG, and Yo Gotti. And along with Lil Wayne and Wiz Khalifa on the Suicide Squad soundtrack, Sucker for Pain. And from there on, he featured with so many other iconic people, such as Alicia Cara, Chuck D, Neil deGrasse Tyson, Marshmello, Ryan Tedder, Wu-Tang Clan, Madlib, Def Jam, MF Doom, Russ, Boone Exile, AZ, RZA, Tech Nine, and Jordan Lucas. And honestly, man, his whole journey has been nothing more but phenomenal and just story driven. And it's crazy because despite the fact that a lot of people have been giving him shit because he is half black, half white, he did not let it stop him from pursuing his rap career and blowing up enormously. And honestly, when he dropped the album Everybody, this was actually the very first album that really gave me the point that, okay, this guy is gonna be fucking huge. It's like story driven albums such as Everybody and Under Pressure. This guy, he's gonna fucking top a lot of like a lot of other MCs in this time. And honestly, I still remember it's like I was at a buddy of mine's house when I discovered Everybody popped up on my radar. It was like on a Spotify list that said Logic dropped Everybody. And I didn't remember, like, I don't remember if I even, like, followed Logic at the time. But it's like the title of the album and his name popped up under new releases. And it was from that point where I just decided, you know, I'm going to check this shit out. I'm going to sit back. I'm going to relax. Fucking turn my headphones on, kick back in bed, and just listen to this shit. And honestly, it was fucking phenomenal. One of the dopest projects that really opened my mind into who is Logic. And it really, like, introduced his style, his flow, his speed, everything. Later on, after that, Logic just completely became one of the dopest dudes I've discovered. But enough of that. Let's just get it cracking with my review of his albums. Starting with the very first one that even got me interested into Logic. Hold on, the fucking Wi-Fi. Starting with the album Under Pressure Deluxe, which came out in 2014. Now, from what I remember, I do remember that this album had 15 songs on it, but there was a whole lot of really dope potential songs on this that really got me vibing with it, including with such enormous songs that I fucking loved, like Gang Related, Bounce, Growing Pains 3, Under Pressure, and Alright featuring Big Sean. A lot of these songs were amazing from beginning to end. Come to think of it, I think this whole entire album was just really amazing to listen to. So we're already going to give this album a fucking 10 out of 10. And then with the 2015 album, The Incredible True Story, I don't really remember a whole lot from this album, but I did remember that some people were not feeling it. I mean, I think I did check it out, but I just wasn't really. I don't know. I guess that this album was just so, like, not what I hoped for that I just completely blotted it out of my memory. So we're already going to give this album. You know what? We're not even going to rank this album because, again, I don't really remember very much of it, and I don't even remember whether or not I did like it. And then the 2016 album, Bobby Tarantino. This one was about half decent, you know, so it's like I'm already going to give this one 5 out of 5, despite the fact that it's 11 songs. I only liked Flexecution, The Jam, Slave 2, Risk featuring Pusha T, and 44 Bars. I mean, there was a few songs on this that I thought were really dope, but a lot of them that I kind of thought was just blandish. You know, I wasn't really feeling them. And then the 2017 album, everybody, well, I mean, you guys already know my thoughts on that. We're gonna fucking give this one a 10 out of 10. And then Bobby Tarantino 2. Oh shit, it's the number 2. um, I don't know. I kind of thought that this one was pretty. I don't know. I guess I'd give this one a fucking. I guess I can give this one 7 out of 10. I mean, there was a few good ones, a few shit ones. I don't know. I wasn't really digging this one, but I did find the fucking intro to be very funny because it had the voice actor of Rick and Morty starting the album and shit. I don't know, but I wasn't really feeling this one all that much. And then Young Sinatra 4 or YSIV. This one was fucking enormous. And this one is another 10 out of 10 album because I remember loving every single fucking song, every fucking moment of this album. The whole thing was just dopeness from beginning to end. So, the 2018 YSIV, the Young Sinatra 4, phenomenal. 10 out of 10 as well. Supermarket, this one was actually a very big hit and miss for me, in my opinion. Supermarket wasn't really all that great. I mean, I don't know, it's like there was a lot of really, like, missed potential on this 2019 album. So I'm sorry, but I'm gonna have to give this one a fucking 1 out of 10. It was just, I don't know, bland, I guess. You know, I wasn't really digging it. Then the 2019 Confessions of a Dangerous Mind. This one was amazing. I mean, I'd give this one a fucking. I guess I'd give Confessions a. I guess I'd give this one an 8 out of 10 as well. Because this one was amazing, especially with a lot of the fucking amazing features that this shit had, such as Eminem, YBN Cordae, G-Eazy, Wiz Khalifa, Will Smith, Keanu Reeves, Cocaine, Still Ballin', Pardon My Ego. I mean, dude, this one was just a really potentially great album in my opinion. It was just flawless shit, you know? I was really digging it. So, Confessions, 8 out of 10. No Pressure, I mean, I'd give this one, I guess I'd give this one fucking. If I remember correctly, I think this one was another 10 out of 10. I think. I mean, there was a lot of really dopeness to it, but there were some that I don't really remember all that much. Despite the fact that this shit came out in 2020. Yeah, in 2020. I don't know. I mean, I was feeling it. I wasn't feeling it. I don't really remember. But this one was potentially good from what I do recall. So, we're just going to give this one a 10 out of 10 as well. There was some good shit on this for a 15-song album. Young Sinatra Collection Volume 1. I remember this shit. I remember seeing this. And I definitely gave this shit a 10 out of 10 as well because the whole thing was just flawless beginning to end. But not like Bobby Tarantino 3. This one was a half and half, in my opinion. We're gonna give this shit a fucking 5 out of 5. You know, I wasn't feeling it. And then the 2022 album, Vinyl Days. This one I certainly recall I don't know if I gave it a review last time, but I definitely remember talking about this. And I think that this one was just a 7. Yeah, like I think I just gave this shit like a 6.5 out of 10. I mean, for fucking 30 songs, it's a lot to discuss. And then the most recent album that I already did a video for, College Spark. This shit, well, you guys already know what I feel about this one. I liked it. It was really good, really had potential. But other than that, I mean, that's Logic for you, man. He has a lot of really good songs, good albums, good projects. And I guess that there are just some that were a bit of a miss, in my opinion. But let me know what you guys think down below in the comments. And I'll see you guys next video. I'm out. Peace.